What is up, YouTube? It is me, Braden, BAS, whatever you want to call me. I don't care. This video is going to be really hard for me to film because for multiple reasons. And I haven't been feeling good these past few days. I've been feeling very awful about myself. I've been feeling like my heart has been crushed into a million pieces. And I just don't feel the same anymore. I feel like I've wasted a lifetime on somebody that actually doesn't give two fucks about me. The person I'm talking about in particular is one of my best friends I met in the 3rd grade. I'm not gonna give out his name, just in case if we do end up becoming friends again. But I feel like, because I haven't been able to really talk to him as much, the person I'm talking about in particular, my friend, that I've been friends with for 6 years, I feel like I haven't been able to talk to him as much. I have him on Snapchat, and you're probably like, oh, well, why don't you just call him, you know? And that is a good point, and I want to at least call him before I end things. And I feel like, and you know, I've talked to multiple people about this. I've talked to my brother, I've talked to my sisters about this, and mostly they're just saying, do not even speak to him anymore, you know? And while I would like to do that, I'm sorry. And while I'd like to do that, I just really physically, mentally cannot do that. I feel like, because I feel like things could be going differently. Because if you guys, which I don't know if you guys know or not, I mean, you'd have to been watching my videos from probably like day 1 to now to realize who I'm talking about. But I used to have a friend, and fuck it, I'm just gonna name drop him right now. His name's Tanner. I used to have a friend, his name was Tanner, and we were, you know, I became best friends with him the same grade I became best friends with him for the guy I've been friends with for 6 years. Why is there so many fucking planes today? God damn it. It's not fucking funny, dude. Like, bro, why is there so many goddamn planes today? Anyways, I became friends with Tanner the same year, probably a few days in between the one I became friends with for 6 years. And the one I've had with Tanner didn't go so well. He just randomly stopped talking to me for no reason, and I've did a stupid mistake by recently messaging him. I did a stupid mistake by just recently messaging him and saying, hey, can you tell me what happened? Nah, he ain't gonna tell shit. And here's the thing, no matter how much details about your life that you've given out, no matter how much things you've been through and how much you've told people about what's happened to you, I have a little news flash for you. They're not gonna give two fucks. They're not gonna give two fucking fucks about what you've been through, because people these days are just so narcissistic, very self-centered, and they only would care about themselves. And I feel like I'm just like an oddball, you know? I just feel like I actually care way too much about how people feel, and I care way too much about memories I've made with people, and I've cared way too much about just keeping a friendship, keeping a friend. I want to keep a friend. I can't keep any friend, bro. Either my friends move away, or they just stop talking to me randomly for no reason, or they just, you know, they never see my messages that I send to them. I'm sending them heartfelt messages. I'm sending them paragraphs upon paragraphs. And still, they're not going to give a fuck. It's sad, but they won't. No matter how long you have been friends with somebody for years, bro. I've been friends with this person for 6 years. That's more than half a decade. And it's genuinely sad. I've cried many times, believe me. And I feel hurt. And as you guys, if you guys been keeping track of my community posts, you would know I have recently started high school. I am a freshman now, and I'm in 9th grade. I'm still in the same school I have been since 7th grade, which was about 2 years ago in 2021. I'm still in the same school. It's just different grade. You know, I've been through 8th grade, I've been through, 7th grade. Here I am in 9th grade. And it's actually going decently well so far. But all I'm sitting here thinking about now is, even if I do make a friend, what's even going to be the point? Because after high school, most of the time, people don't connect back with each other. And it's just really making me think, man, what's the point of even making friends in school? And I seem like I'm the only one who feels this way in my school. I seem like I'm the only one who thinks about these things. And nobody else really does. Everybody gets to keep their friend, and everybody's set for life. These popular-ass boys and girls, who think they've got the life ahead of them, which they do, it's just, I'm never going to have that. And I wish I had somebody, to speak to about this. My heart breaks every waking second now. And I'm gonna miss my friend, because we used to call all the time. We used to make jokes. We used to laugh together in class. We used to goof off, and make silly, funny faces and all that, and make a bunch of random jokes, a bunch of crackhead humor. And hell, he even used to watch my channel. I bet he forgot about it, though. Because I am just that forgettable, y'all. I'm just so forgettable. I am so replaceable. I am just everything. And I'm tired of it. I'm just really tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm so goddamn tired of always just being seen as somebody to play with. I feel like I'm not taken seriously by anybody just because I'm just so young. And I have feelings too, okay? And you have feelings. We're all human. So, and I'm hoping maybe I could get on a call with my friend. And if I do, I'm gonna record the call. And I'm really hoping, and if y'all are going through this type of situation where you're ending a friendship that's lasted for 6 years, or just years in general, because even a friendship that lasted for 2 years heartbroken me. That's 2 years. From August 2017 to December 2019. That's 2 years. And it still really hurt. Don't get me wrong. But it's not hurting as much as what I'm going through now, where the friendship lasted at the same time, but now it's ended now. And who ended it this time? It was me. Because let me tell you guys what's been happening. So, my friend has recently got homeschooled. My friend's gotten homeschooled, and I was really heartbroken about it. I was really so sad, which of course, his choice, and his family's choice, because I know going through homeschooling, that's a lot of signing processes and all that, and it's his choice, and homeschooling does kind of seem better, not gonna lie, but he left me behind. He left his best friend behind. And now that I'm texting on Snapchat and just trying to reach out to him again, and I've been doing this for months, hell, even over a year at this point, but I've been really kind of blind to it. I've been very blind to it. And I don't want to say adding his Snapchat was the reason why our friendship's collapsing, but if I wouldn't have added his Snap, I wouldn't have been able to talk to him, number one. And number two, I wouldn't, like, have noticed how blind I was to him just not caring that much about me. But let me tell you guys what's been happening, though. I've been ignored for months, about over a year at this point. It's been since February 2022 since I added my 6-year friend on Snapchat, because I was like, hey, you know, I want to be in contact with him just in case if he goes homeschooled or moves away or anything like that. Or, because, you know, at the time, in February 2022, I had a moving situation. So I didn't know if I was going to move away or not. So that's why I really wanted his Snap. Luckily, I'm still in the same place. I'm about 13. You know, if you guys have been watching the channel, you've known we had to go through a horrible moving situation last year. And I'm better now. We're better now. We're in a house now. But, you know, we're about 13 minutes away from the old BAS house that we used to film everything up until April 2022. But, you know, and I've had my friend on Snapchat since February 2022. So I would have been so blind to it if I wouldn't have realized that. And he recently, you know, I've always come to kind of texting him on Snapchat. He just kind of sometimes leaves me on red, sometimes just ignores me. Sometimes he just won't even message me, like, at all. Like, you know, he would just go radio silent. Like, you know, he won't even look at it for weeks. And here's the thing. I was playing Fortnite one night with my siblings, and the only time this guy messages me is he's like, hey, can you join, please? Like, and I've been contacting him for so long. I've been replying to his Snapchat stories. I've been trying to get his attention. I've been wanting to call him. I've been wanting to keep in contact with him. And he's just completely ignoring it. Like, he won't even open it for so long. And I've really gotten fed up to it at this point, and it's only really now that he's been getting homeschooled that I realize that I don't want to have to keep doing this anymore. This friendship is just so one-sided, and I feel like I'm just the one who's only caring about this friendship. I'm the only one who's giving a fuck. You know, I'm the only one who's reaching out. I'm the only one who cares. I'm the only one who's putting this together. And the reason why, because I talked to my brother about this, and he made a pretty good point. I'm just holding on to the past memories that I've had with him. It's like the glue, you know? It's like the past memories are like the glue. And that's the reason why I'm still wanting to keep in touch with him, is because of those past memories I've had with him are so golden and good. And that's all I'm really kind of focusing on right now, is that. Just getting back to those good old memories. But you guys kind of have to realize something, and I've had to realize this over the past few days, and it's going to take me a lot of maturing and a lot of growth to realize that, you know, I don't need to be spending, I need to know my self-worth. I don't need to be spending and wasting all my time on this kid that probably actually doesn't really even think about me at all. Now, I could be wrong, and that's why this video isn't really official. I don't know if I've ended my friendship with him yet. Which is why I really want to get on the call and talk to him about this. Because let me tell you, I wrote in paragraph after paragraph on our Snapchat, and he sent me a snap, and it was like, it had like the letter S, it was like a green S. I can see his face, but it was only a split second, and it was like a noise. It was a random noise. It went like, you know? It was just some random noise. And come to find out, I didn't know, you know, whenever people like do Snapchat streaks or whatever, and like they'll usually put like in a photo and it's like an S that they scribbled, it means streaks. I didn't even realize that till my brother told me that. I didn't even knew what that meant, because I have a few snap streaks with people, but the highest one I have right now is like 109 days. I don't know, they're pretty pointless, honestly. Like, they don't really do anything for you. But, basically, you know, that's all he put in the thing. And he hasn't replied to me since. I've sent him 2 snaps. And that was after the fact, when I talked to my brother. I'm still wanting to try to fix this. And I'm never going to want to stop that. That's the thing. I can't just let go, but I have to let go. But I just feel like there's maybe more to the story that I don't know. There has to be a reason why he just does not give a frick about a friendship, you know. And maybe he does, but maybe either that he's a bad texter or something. I mean, that could be it. But, like, listen, it only happens so much to the point where it's like, is he really a bad texter, or is he just straight up ignoring me and just not giving a fuck? Because let me tell you, I didn't want to be right. I really didn't want to be right. But I feel like I've just been the only one who gives a fuck about this goddamn friendship. And I don't feel right at this point. And, you know, August 9th is the day I realized my friend got homeschooled. So I texted him so much. And then after that, I've cried for a bit. And then after I got done crying, I texted my brother. And I was like, hey, you know, can we call? Luckily we did, because he's a real one. He's, you know, W brother right there. And, you know, we talked for a while, and I cried a bit. But we all do. We all have feelings, okay? And basically, I'm just now really realizing this. And I know my friend doesn't even know I feel like this, which is sad because, again, we've been friends for 6 fucking years, you know? And now I've just kind of came to the point where I'm just like, you know what? All my really objective here with this is I just want to get on a call with him, tell him everything I feel. And my brother kind of told me this, but I should just straight up call him sometime. Because, and here's the thing, he's been posting on his story so much. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here in the chat trying to talk to him, and he's not giving a fuck about it, you know? He's not caring. And it's only really now I'm just realizing he's just kind of a bad friend, you know? And I didn't want to say that for somebody I thought was the realist. I even have him in my Snapchat nickname, you know, insert my best friend's name, in parentheses, the realist, you know? And I'm yet to call him. It's been a few days. I've been preparing myself. I want to. And you know what? I'm gonna fucking do it on video. Just so I can have some proof for y'all. And if I have to, you know, kind of distort the voice a little bit, I will. Just because I still care about my best friend's privacy and I don't want anything being leaked or anything like that. So just know this isn't official. I'm not sure if I've ended my 6-year friendship, but it really is kind of starting to drift that way. And I'll update you guys. But for right now, just honestly, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but just don't build trust into anyone unless if you've known them and you know that they're not going to turn your back. They're always going to be there for you. They will always, you know, care for you. Just be cautious about the people you're hanging around with, okay? Just know who they are, get to know them a little bit instead of always joking all the time, because in friendships you have to have serious conversations to get to know each other, you know? It helps build connection, and we didn't really have that much serious conversations. And this has happened to me numerous times. I've had friends move away even after I've known them for a few months, and I still care about them. And heck, I even, you know, I don't know, it's just, fuck. Oh, sorry, there's somebody over there. I'm just saying, y'all, just, if you're going through this, the best advice I'd give to you is just, you gotta let go. You have to let go. And it's sad to say that for somebody who you've been friends with for so long, and I've always never would have thought this. I've praised him so many times on this damn channel. You guys don't even know how much times I've praised this guy. Even in the bracket video, I praised him because he used to watch the videos and he said his favorite character on the BAS was Uncle Skits. I praised him for that, and that wasn't even that long ago. That was like 2 goddamn weeks ago or some shit. I don't even know. And I praised him so many times, and here I am, just feeling fucking like a burden, you know, and really I'm just starting to realize this. I don't have much people to talk to, which is why I'm just starting to keep to myself. I'm really anxious now. My anxiety has built up. My self-esteem has dropped to the shitter. I'm getting more depressed. I'm feeling more lonely nowadays. My parents are always going out, and, you know, my parents divorced and all that, and I just haven't been feeling the same. I don't know how I'm going to continue this, but I'm just saying, y'all, I love y'all, and I pray for whatever you're going through. But to keep it on a high note, new Guard Squiddy album dropping September 1st at 1 a.m. with good amount of tracks on it, you know. I'll release that information in a bit. And probably a new music video off of Memory Tower, the album, coming out soon. Maybe in the next week or so, before Fly Away comes out, because that's the new album, is Fly Away. And yeah, just know who you're hanging around with. Okay, and just prepare for anything. And you sometimes have to move on. It'll take a lot of processing and a lot of healing, but you will make it. So don't give up. And I love you all, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Goodbye, y'all. Love y'all.